Hello and welcome back to the drivenDiecast channel. If there's something you know about me 2 videos through on the channel so far, as I'm not a liar, because I said last time when we were taking a look at Tyler Reddick's 2018 Daytona win that the next thing we'd be taking a look at is his 2018 Homestead win car. Obviously, still race one. So just like I said in the last video, if you're not familiar with diecasts, race one versions basically mean the way that they show up in victory lane is the way that they are presented in the diecast. And that is specifically why I bought both his Homestead car and his Daytona car, because I thought they were two really good examples of how cool race one cars can be. Now, there's a lot of cars I buy just race one because they're my drivers I really like. Like I've bought all Chase Elliott's race one cars, Alex Bowman's race one I bought. I have others as well. I'm trying to think of who else I have, but I can't. I think Kyle Larson I have one or two of. I just have a lot of diecasts. I have a Joey Logano one, even though I'm not a fan of his, just because his Pennzoil win at Vegas earlier and that really nice looking Pennzoil car was super cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this one unboxed, open, however you want to refer to it as. All right, well, here it is. This is Tyler Reddick's 2018 Homestead Race 1 car, also the race win that clinched him the championship, obviously Homestead being the last race of the year. But as you can see, this is a really cool car. It is a very one-of-a-kind type car. Obviously not one of a kind to me, but one of a kind in terms of the only type of car you are going to see with this sort of damage due to the nature of this rear quarter panel not being damaged in the race, but rather being damaged because Tyler Reddick got a flag caught in when he was celebrating winning the championship. So you'll obviously see the tire is all beat up and damaged, which I think is really cool in terms of actually seeing it. You'll also see the four here, obviously, because he was in the four. We have the red, both front here and the rear there, the spoiler. You'll see that it has the red markings indicating the Xfinity Championship. We'll have the two markers there for the race wins in 2018 on his car. But outside of, surprisingly, actually, because in the last car, there's a lot more kind of like debris and damage on the rest of the car, and this one really doesn't have it on this side. I'm actually surprised because I expected more. Now we do have a little bit of the Goodyear, the lettering ripped off that tire. The back one is all shredded, like it actually is really shredded, like you can't even move it that much, which is I think pretty cool. It's all decayed and shredded on the inside. And then for the other side of the car here, we have some streaking. Now, Tyler Reddick, if you watch any NASCAR racing, you'll know how much they emphasize the fact that Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, those type of drivers, having some dirt background, they like to drive the high line. So what you end up getting when you drive the high line is a lot of scraping and a lot of touching of the wall. And due to the nature of the composite bodies on the Xfinity cars, they can take a lot more beating and banging. And that's how Tyler Reddick ended up winning this race. Once he set off in first, he just sailed away. It wasn't even close. Everyone was like, all right, Tyler Reddick, I think it was the last 50 laps. Or last 25? Something like that. It was a while ago at this point. He just, completely dominated. So it was a really good race to watch, as most Xfinity races are when in the playoffs. Not necessarily before that, but playoff races are usually good for Xfinity. But, we have the damage here on the side. Not too much going on in the front here either, actually. It's kind of all the rear quarter panels on both sides for whatever the reason being there. The rear of the vehicle here, not too much going on. Just like the last car, I said usually nothing really happens on the rear of the vehicles, and that holds true here as well. Other than, we obviously have the red spoiler on this car indicating the championship. And then last but not least, the front of the car, which features a pretty decent amount of damage that we have here. So first off, you'll notice Tyler Reddick's signature. Again, this is a signature car. And then the rest of the car here, you'll notice we have a lot of dirt, debris we got a lot on the hood up here. I'll just move the car a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so if you see on the hood here, real quick, as I'm holding this very awkwardly, that we have some dirt and damage up there on the top. We have a little bit down here on the front underneath the BurgerFi logo. And then down here, just on the front of the car, you have your normal, what you would expect from the damage on this sort of vehicle during the race. So other than that, we actually have taken a look at this car relatively quickly. I think these videos are going to be just quick in general because, we're just taking a look at 4 sides of a vehicle. And the ones that aren't race one are actually probably going to even be shorter because they don't need to be as long. We're not going to be, detailing the cars and non-race one cars. But yeah, that's the video here. So if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, as well as checking down below and following me on social, on Twitter and Instagram, where I'm going to upload photos of all the diecasts, in which I do anyway. So, these ones will be showing up either when I upload the videos or at a later time. I don't know if I'm going to want to upload the video and the photos at the same time. We'll see what happens in regards to that. But yeah, we're good, and I'll see you in the next video.